This week's Torah portion is called Ki Tavo, which can be translated as when you will come. Moshe discusses entering the Promised Land, which is different than wandering in the desert. Let's keep in mind that this is a generation that spent their entire lives in the wilderness where the Heavenly Father provided their food. They never had to grow any crops. For them, burying a grain of wheat in the ground and expecting it to grow into a plant would be as strange as manna falling from heaven would be for us nowadays. As this generation transitions from one type of miraculous provision to another, Moshe reminds us to express gratitude to the Heavenly Father who supernaturally provides us with everything. Chapter 26, verse 11 states, "You will rejoice over all the good that the Lord your God has granted you and your household, you and the Levi and the convert who is among you." As important as it is to express our gratitude to the Heavenly Father, what does it have to do with parental alienation? Over half of the verses in this week's Torah portion spell out the curses for neglecting the Torah and the blessings for keeping it. The structure is curses, blessings, and then the consequences of the curses. We saw in the Torah portion called Yitro that the heart of the Ten Commandments is honoring both of our parents. In fact, protecting this parent-child bond has been the heart of every Torah portion since then. The warnings of curses in this week's Torah portion is no exception. Chapter 27, verse 16 states, "Cursed be someone who denigrates his father and his mother." All the people
say,
Amen. In contrast to the Ten Commandments that promises longevity in the Promised Land if we will honor both of our parents, this week's Torah portion warns of a curse if we will denigrate them. We learned in the Torah portion called Vayetze that there are 8 signs of parental alienation, the first of which is a campaign of denigration against a previously loved parent. Such behavior actually curses the alienated child, according to chapter 27, verse 16. However, this verse doesn't specify what that curse will be. That will be spelled out in the consequences. While all of the consequences in chapter 28 apply to a nation that allows denigration of parents, one in particular is especially relevant to parental alienation. Chapter 28, verse 32 states, "Your sons and daughters will be given to another people, and your own eyes will see it, and will long for them all day long, and your hands shall be powerless to prevent it." Targeted parents understand this powerlessness all too well. A society where it's commonplace to take children from loving parents to be raised by other people shows signs that they are already cursed. If people in this society don't take proactive steps to prevent parental alienation, the consequences can unfortunately get even worse, according to verse 53. Chapter 28, verse 53 states, "You will eat the fruit of your womb, the flesh of your sons and daughters whom the Lord your God gave you, in the siege and your oppression by your enemies." Verse 57 is even worse. It's too horrific to repeat in this video. These verses are reminiscent of the warning given in the Torah portion called Bachokutai. A society that ignores denigration of parents can suffer a fate that's much worse than parental alienation. Why would we want to go down such a horrific path when this week's Torah portion offers us a path of blessings instead? If we would at least mend broken relationships and restore Shalom Bayit, then we would see the fruit of the blessings spelled out in this week's Torah portion. We will be the strongest nation in the world. Our cities and farms will prosper. Our children, crops, and animals will be the world's most fruitful. We will have plenty of food. We will defeat all of our enemies. We will be wealthy. Next week's Torah portion is called Nitzavim and will inaugurate the people of Israel to enter the Promised Land. Can Moshe predict whether future generations will take the path of blessings or curses?